This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up? Back with another one. So today I'm going to show you Cameron finally exposing the ghostwriting for A-Hole's bar. Check this clip out.
Have you ever sent somebody a record and they didn't do it, but you finished it anyway and put it out?
I don't remember about that. I can't remember. I'm not sure. But I do remember, like I said, I don't know if I talked about on this show or another platform about giving LIL KIM I Really Mean It and she didn't want it and I kept it for myself. It wasn't the same lyrics, but I wrote it for me. It's the same concept where you just, I really mean it in the middle. But as far as me giving somebody a record and they didn't finish it, not that I remember, not off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that has happened, you know, when you've been doing this 30 years like I have. I'm pretty sure that happened, but off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody.
Yeah, so probably nobody you ever got a little attitude with and it was like, so you, if you don't remember it, then yeah, you ain't, and I don't think it happened because you're going to remember attitude.
Yeah.
I heard you say you picked Freeway Beat, or his single, excuse me. Who played you the records, and was it Freeway that brought it to you, and you picked Even Though What We Do Is Wrong? You picked Even Though What We Do Is Wrong. Like, how did them records come to you? Did he play them? Like, did you?
Like, I don't want to say it act like I picked out his single for him like this. Me and Freeway had a great relationship when he was in, when we was both at Rockefeller. Like, Freeway's my man. We like, probably, I mean, PD Crack too. All of them was cool. I had no problem with nobody. Say problem. They was all cool, man. Like Sparks and them, I brought up to my block the 40th before, and Freeway. So one day, me and Freeway was in the studio, and I was playing on my music. You know, it's funny. I was playing on my song. What is the name of that song? I got a song. Bubble Music. I got a song. Yeah, it's Bubble Music. And I was playing the song Bubble Music for Freeway. And it's a line that I said, I got here. My earring is nice. The price 3 townhomes in Delaware. He was like, I just bought a house in Delaware. You talking about your earrings, the price 3 townhomes in Delaware. I just bought a town. I was like, you know, it's just bars. We just talking shit. So I'm like, what's going on with your shit? And he like, yo, I'm trying to get a single, man. I'm trying to figure out a single. And so he played me some records. That was tough. And then when he played me What You Do Is Wrong with Jay-Z, I said, yo, what the this is a single. This is a single. He's like, but you know, during that era, that's the time where they be like, yo, you gotta have a single, you gotta have a single. Yeah. And I'm like, yo, you got Jay-Z on the record already.
Who's the A&R that overlooked it?
I'm about to get to that. So I'm like, yo, bro, I got to say something for you if you don't mind. And like I said, I don't want to say and act like I pushed the record, none of that. But the next day, I went to the office when I had an office in there. And I'm like, yo, I'm telling G. Roberson. And I guess, I don't know exactly who was his A&R, but I was telling G. Roberson, who was my man too at Rockefeller, shout out to G. Roberson. I'm like, yo, that with Freeway and Jay-Z and me, that is crazy. Like, I'm talking about crazy. I'm like, I don't know what the problem is. If y'all looking for a single, this should be the single.
It's wild because he's not holding back, and he really wants people to understand the meaning behind the bar.
And like I said, I don't want to say and take credit and act like I went to radio with the record, did anything about it, but I definitely went to put the word in, because I'm like, what the fuck are y'all looking for a single for? And then got this monster record. So that's how it kind of went. I know I didn't push the record. I didn't go to Def Jam and say, make this happen. I didn't say shoot a video for it. But I definitely, me and him was playing each other records and baseline. And I definitely went in the office the next day and said something like, I don't know what the fuck y'all they pushing the button on this for. Don't get no commercial single. The man got Jay-Z on the record, which Jay-Z already is hot. And Free absolutely killed that record from the beginning of his verse to the end of his verse. That, so put it like, I didn't say I did it, but I definitely went in the office and put in a word.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. The ghostwriting for a holes line, and I really mean it, is one of those moments where Cam'ron gives us a peek behind the curtain of his creative process and the way the music industry works. What he is really talking about is the experience of giving a record to someone else, having them not finish it, and then deciding to keep it for himself or put it out in a way that makes sense to him. Over a career spanning decades, Cam has encountered situations where collaborators might not follow through on a project, and that frustration finds its way into the line. It isn't about calling anyone out by name, but it reflects a broader experience in hip-hop and music in general, where artists invest time, energy, and creativity into something that sometimes doesn't get completed or appreciated the way they intended. Cam also ties this idea into a story about working with Freeway and helping recognize a strong track that could have been a single, where he went out of his way to support a fellow artist without taking full credit. That anecdote shows the balance between collaboration, contribution, and recognition, which is part of the subtle commentary behind the lyric. The line resonates because it speaks to the tension between creation and execution, and how artists navigate situations when their work is in someone else's hands. At the same time, it highlights Cam's long-term perspective, showing he's seen enough in his career to comment on these dynamics with authority and insight. Okay, so drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.